Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on PrizePicks. This time we got plays for Thursday Night Football. We got the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks. I actually like this game quite a bit. Definitely going to be more interesting than last week's Thursday night, which was Buffalo just destroying Miami. But let's go ahead and talk about this one. First off, you guys could drop a like on this video. It would help me out a lot. Literally take 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and drop a like and also subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any future uploads. I post every single day we have football. And guys, football is the best sport, but we do also have NBA coming in less than 30 days. So make sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing basketball plays as well. But for now, let's just stick to one game, Thursday Night Football. We got the Seahawks going up against Arizona. So first thing, big news in this game, and honestly for the Cardinals in general, James Conner, their number one running back, is out, and he's out for the season, right? So the number one guy is going to be Trey Benson. This is something you guys have to know if you're going to place any bets on this game. But I'm actually not going to target Benson here. Obviously, these numbers, you shouldn't take these numbers into account because he wasn't a starter in most of these games. This one, he played for the majority of the game, right? Because Connor went down, I think, in the second quarter. But I don't really like Benson in this game, right? I don't know if he's going to go over or under. I think it's going to be very game script related. And by game script, I mean, who's going to be leading this game, right? I personally think the Seahawks are a significantly better team than Arizona. I don't believe in Arizona. And in this video, we're going to be giving out a couple sportsbook plays as well as some DFS plays. I should have said that at the beginning. But let's go ahead and talk about exactly, my favorite sportsbook play, right? Let's just hop on into it. We're going to open up Onyx Odds, and I'm going to show you guys this right here. Seattle Moneyline might just be my favorite play out there. Minus 125 for this is nuts. I don't see a world where the Seahawks actually look bad in this game. And if we just look, who has looked like the better team, right? The Seahawks, their resume, destroying Pittsburgh, who was a very solid team, demolishing New Orleans, but most people can do that, and then losing to a 3-0 Niners team when CMC is playing at his prime by 4 points, right? 4 points. That Niners team looks solid. They beat the Saints 13-44. The Cardinals, it was a one-score game, right? I don't know what that says. That to me says the Cardinals are not as solid of a team as the Seahawks, right? What is the one thing the Cardinals have going for them? It is at home, right? But I don't think that's all that great. Of course, the Cardinals played the Niners close. Cardinals played the Panthers close. You don't want to do that, right? The Cardinals are not as good of a team as as the Seahawks, and I think that offensively, maybe you can make the argument they're a little bit even. I wouldn't make that argument, especially now that James Conner is going down. But where I really want to hang my hat is saying that the Seattle defense is way stronger than Arizona, right? So if you guys are on the sports books, go ahead, lock in Seattle minus 125 on the money line. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how you guys can get free money, because who doesn't like that? You can spend $10 and get $100 in free picks when you sign up on this app called Onyx Odds with code BAM. And the reason I'm stressing this so much is because I don't know how much longer they're going to keep this promo up. There's no way that they're making money with this. Spending $10 and you're getting $100. You could literally just claim your free 100, right? Of course, it's in free picks, right? Just like this, $25 free picks. But you could basically just claim that, spend it on a few picks, get some money back, and then just go ahead and delete the app, and you've left and you've just robbed this app, right? You've just made a ton of money. So make sure you guys get on this. This deal will not be live for much longer, and it's available in all of these purple states. So actually quite a few states. Likely your state will be available, and it's only available when you sign up with code BAM. So that link will be in the description. If you guys hit the link in the description, you're going to get to a page that looks just like this. Hit that Onyx Odds, deposit $10, get $100 for completely free. So if I were you, I'd chuck down one of these $25 free picks, chuck it on Seattle Moneyline. It'll probably turn into a little under $50, right? So absolutely elite stuff right there from Onyx. Spend 10, get 100. Only when you use code BAM. Now, let's go back over to PrizePicks and click through some player props. A couple guys that I love right here. Let's not beat around the bush, right? Jackson Smith-Njigba is the best player on the football field, and he looks like an absolute demon right now. 96 against New Orleans, 103 against Pittsburgh, 124 against San Fran. In both of the close games this season, he's got over 100 yards. And in the one game where they were leading 21-0 in the first quarter, he still managed to cop 96 yards, even though they were running the ball. This at 84 is really just them giving him kind of like a heat check, right? they're like, he's been going way over this line, right? And they're kind of just saying, the lines makers are kind of just saying, well, he's got to fall off at some point, right? At some point, he's going to have a dud game. I don't buy it. Of course, he's going to have a dud game at some point. Is that dud game going to come on prime time against the Cardinals secondary? Hell no. Jackson Smith-Njigba is going over at 85 yards. Absolutely love this line. And I mean, it just gets so much better when you look at the competition around it, right? When you look at a player like, say Jamar Chase, but then you look at the competition around him and he's like, oh, well, there's T. Higgins right there, Mike Gesicki, Chase Brown. These are all very solid receiving targets. Jamar Chase might get some targets stolen from him. You look at the Seattle, team, and you just don't feel any of that. Cooper Kupp, basically washed. Torrey Horton, exciting player, but still rookie, not all that much, right? And then A.J. Barner and Kenneth Walker. There was literally no one to steal targets from Jackson Smith-Njigba. His target share was like 70% or something ridiculous. I love this play. I absolutely love this play. Over 85 yards. Now let's go to the second play of the day. And I'm going over to rushing yards, and we're not going to target Trey Benson. We're going to target Kyler Murray. So Kyler Murray has hit this in all 3 games. And this is one of those things, right? You got to think about the game script. We just talked about how Seattle's probably going to win this game. It, of course, will be close. I'm not going to say that Seattle's going to, blow them out like they did against the Saints. That could happen, but I expect this one to be close. I don't expect Arizona to fall down like that. Kyler Murray is going to have to extend plays. They're not going to be running the ball as much as they used to, right? Like it or not, Trey Benson is the backup for a reason. He's a good backup, but he's the backup for a reason, and he's the backup because James Conner is better, right? When James Conner is on the field, the Cardinals can run the ball, and that be their identity. When Trey Benson's on the field, at least for his first start, I don't think that's going to be the case. The Cardinals are going to have to pass the ball, so you might be like, well, if they're passing the ball, why are we taking the quarterback over on rushing yards? Because the Seattle secondary is absolute lockdown secondary. They are going to be covering everybody out there, right? Kyler Murray, when you look to pass a ton, you also end up QB scrambling. He's hit this in 3 games straight. That's all you really need to know. 28 rushing yards. I love him on the over. Now, let's try to lock this in with $100. And if we lock it in with $100, PrizePicks is giving us $300, right? Most of you guys would go ahead, hit submit on PrizePicks, but I'm going to show you how you can get bonus money from doing the exact same thing. Kyler Murray over on rushing yards. This time it's 29 instead of 28. It's basically the same. Jackson Smith-Njigba over 85 yards. This is Onyx Odds, by the way, the app I just talked about. You put $100 on this parlay. It's paying you $344. You are getting $44 more dollars from locking in on another app. That is literally gas money. You are getting $44 more dollars, locking it in on another app. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't place this on Onyx. It's the exact same play. So if you guys are just lazy, get up, get on a new app. It'll take you less than 3 minutes. Sign up with code BAM. You're going to get 4 $25 free picks, and you're also going to get a bonus, $44 completely free as a bonus onto the exact same play that you would have placed on PrizePicks. So yeah, that's all I got for the video. These are my 2 plays. I also love Seattle on the money line, and I'll see you guys in the next one once we cash.